Have you ever heard of a Molotov cocktail? Well, this dude literally invented it. That's right. He literally set his cocktail on fire after he snipped it off. That's right. I want you to take a picture of this, a screwdriver, and take a picture of this. Snips. He snipped it off, lit it on fire. It was a cocktail. He lit it on fire and set somebody's garage on fire. Man, this is crazy, I know, but this is the story. Breaking news. I couldn't wait for this one. Coming straight out of Indiana, man charged with arson had cut off his genitals and set them on fire, investigators say. Article by Matt Adams. Editor's note, this article contains details of an incident described in court documents that some may find disturbing. Reader and viewer discretion is advised. Fort Wayne, Indiana. What started as an investigation into a stabbing and arson in Indiana took a disturbing turn after a man admitted he set his own genitals on fire. That's right, this dude right here lit his own genitals on fire. Fire officials began an investigation into the fire at a detached garage in Fort Wayne, Indiana on May 6th. Around the same time, police were responding to a reported stabbing in the area, according to a probable cause affidavit. The property owners of the garage told officials that a neighbor woke them up to alert them to the fire. The owners also noticed a family member, 36-year-old Christopher Peden, my man right here who no longer has his twiddly D, was missing, they said. Fort Wayne police, meanwhile, encountered a stabbing victim who turned out to be Peden. Dude's literally name is Peden. Peden. Encountered a stabbing victim who turned out to be Peden, according to court documents. As he was being transported to a hospital, he claimed he'd been stabbed somewhere in downtown Fort Wayne. He also said he'd been treated the day before. Later, Peden admitted to investigating. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. Dude's name is Peden. His last name is Peden. He snipped off his Peden and he lit it on fire because the world is crazy. And as you know, this is the Pen and the Shank, the most unusual and unique crime and prison channel experience on YouTube, where we bring you the most wildest and craziest crime and prison stories that are floating out there in the crazy world. If we got to grab them from space, we'll grab them from space and bring it to you. But this is Peden. It's here on Earth, unfortunately, where he snipped off his little tweedly D. Anyway, later Peden admitted to investigators that he was dishonest about the stabbing and wanted to be truthful according to court documents. That's when he revealed what he said was the actual cause of the fire. Peden said he went to the garage and harmed himself by cutting off his penile with a kitchen knife, according to court documents. He told investigators he then poured gasoline on it and set it on fire on the floor of the garage just inside the door. What kind of mental disability or narcotic do you have to be on to snip off your own junk, light it on fire to get back at your neighbor, and stand there and watch as it burns? I don't know, man. He walked away and eventually encountered police, the document said. Investigators later collected evidence from the garage, including a red plastic gas container, 4 lighters, and a kitchen knife. There was no penis because it had been disintegrated or incinerated from the fire because he burnt it. So there was nothing left of his penis. It's gone. Dude snipped off. It's done. It no longer exists. Peden, without his penis, had been charged with arson, a level 4 felony. A hearing is scheduled for next week, according to court documents. This is just coming out, man. This dude is obviously going to be struggling for the rest of his life for making one of the dumbest decisions that you could ever make. Man, I've heard of people doing stuff that is dumb, but nobody does something this dumb. Cuts off your junk and lights it on fire to get back at the neighbor. Man, this is crazy, y'all, man. Listen, here's something I want y'all to do for me. Like and subscribe to my channel, The Pen and the Shank. And what I'm going to start doing is, because as you all know, I do my best to speak in an effective manner that is not offensive to the YouTube algorithm, but the YouTube algorithm still tends to label some of my videos as not appropriate and, for commercials, and I get demonetization on some videos because they're not monetizable because of some of the things I say. I'm doing my best to report the crime and report it by speaking in the terms and conditions of the contract of the YouTube algorithm, but I can't help it sometimes that they ding me and mark me for speaking like a normal human being. So what I'm going to start doing, y'all, is I'm going to start recording some raw and authentic content where I'm just telling stories about prison and crime stories, and they may be more on the level of, you know, offensive to the algorithm. So I'm going to put them on my membership page, and you can go join as a member, and you'll be able to see them raw and uncut, and I won't have to worry about, you know, the struggle of demonetization of the video, because it'll be on the members page and the members will be paying to get that exclusive content. Anyway, like and subscribe to the Pen and the Shank. Like I said, the most unusual and unique crime and prison channel will be bringing you gone.